Maybe I don't.
Ugly as fuck.
All right. My name's Dylan. This is Cody. Welcome back to the Tipsy Show, where we just basically drink, shoot the shit, and we don't leave the show till our legs don't work no more. So...
I've had a couple girls tell me that.
She's looking at me weird. Cut it. We're done.
Wow, that was so fucking good, though.
Was it good?
You
totally looked at me so
Did you hear what I said?
I can't say it.
Did you hear what I said?
What did you say?
I said I had a couple girls tell me that. You fucking ruined it.
Damn. All right, I could do it again. Oh, there's the burp.
Oh, wait, I can't chew on this on podcast. I want to chew on them every time, though. It's so disappointing.
All right, here we go. What's up, guys? My name's Dylan. This is Cody. Welcome back to the Tipsy Show, where we just shoot the shit, bullshit, and we don't stand till our legs don't work no more.
I've had a couple girls tell me that before.
Yeah, I
First time you've ever heard that from your own lips, huh?
first time, actually.
Yes, not
first
surprised
time.
there.
I don't know, round one is for you guys, males. Round two, you do whatever you got to do.
Oh, we're jumping into that. All right. Well, since you had that weird intro, I guess we can start it with...
Okay.
So, everyone has like a different viewpoint towards sex, right?
Yeah.
And we've talked about this multiple times, and we have two very different viewpoints towards it.
Yeah.
Basically, I think that the whole guy busting the two-pump chomp is not cool. I feel like the girl needs to get off before you do, and the sex is way better if you do that, Yeah,
I can agree and disagree, to be honest. I mean, all right, think about it. You have such a long day, right? I'm not going to lie. Every girl's different. 100%. Like, you don't know what's going on. Like, if you're doing the whole hookup thing, like, all right, let me go, whatever, call a Tuesday or something. You go and hook up with her, right? You don't know what's going on. Like, how I feel like girls take longer. You gotta really get to know them. But, like, I'm just gonna, round one's for me. Round two can be for her. That's my whole thing.
But here's the thing. How often is there around two? When you make
20% of the time.
When you make
20% of the time.
When you put in the effort with the girl and make her come first,
Yeah.
give her pleasure, there's always a round two. She ain't gonna be mad. She's gonna be happy.
No.
Girls can keep going.
Back it up.
Guys, yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm
hit or
saying.
miss.
That's what I'm saying. The 20% of the time is you got to bring it back.
Plus, you got that whole ED thing going.
Shut up.
Oh shit.
I don't have ED.
Yep.
No, not at all. But I guess, but I can agree with you if you know the girl. That's all I gotta say. If you know the girl, then I can agree with you. Because when we were talking about it, so we were driving, right? And we had a whole discussion about what was going on, like our viewpoints on it. And it was kind of eye-opening to me. Like, all right, I guess we can make sex a little bit better for her. Gentlemen, kings, don't hold yourself back. If you want to rock it, rock it. But...
Let me stop you.
What?
A king would make a girl come.
Oof.
You're the clown jester.
I guess I'm just selfish.
And I will say there are times when that pussy just real good and you come quick. That happens though, it's a mistake,
No, 100%.
It's a mistake. Like no guy wants to, be that two-pump chomp.
No.
It happens. It happens sometimes. Like there's no way around it. You can't control it. It's just oh, wow, this is awkward. I mean, just pretend like this didn't happen.
Yeah, but that's when you jump right back into it to not make a fool of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's only happened to me once, maybe twice, and I was one of the only times I wore a condom. Yes, one of
Wait,
the only
what?
times.
How?
How do I? All right, so to put a condom on, you open the pack,
No.
you slide it down.
No, not that, dude. If I
Even
can-
extra small. Yeah, no. So one of the only times, and like it happened, and kind of a dick move. But I was like, I pulled out, took the condom off real quick, tied it, put it in my pocket. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Yep. I was like, nope. I'm sorry, but it's too soon.
That's actually funny.
We don't know each other well enough.
I feel. Was it in high school though?
No.
Oh,
This was in California.
really?
Yep.
That happened to me in high school, actually.
LA.
But I made like a really big excuse. I was like, my dick's too big, it's gonna break. And it was just an utter lie. Total lie. Total lie.
She didn't believe it. She saw your dick. Like she didn't believe it.
I was like, it's way too, like it's way too tight, not gonna work. Like, can't
One
do
of
this.
the proudest moments of my life. This happened pretty recently. I was banging this chick,
Yeah.
and I did the whole legs on shoulders thing, reach around, hands on throat kind
Yeah.
of deal. And I was banging her, and she was like, "Wait, stop!" And I was, "What's wrong? Like, I thought you were liking this." She's like, "We can't do this. You're going too deep." And I was like, "Whoa,
Wow, big dick energy
Whoa,
over here.
This is a first."
That had to boost your ego to the moon.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going down on you now.
Damn, that never happened. Never happened to me.
Yeah, because you go for 30 seconds, you bust your nut, and don't want to do it again.
Yeah, I know. But I did try your whole thing, and
did?
I have to say it was a much better experience. Yeah. I was like, all right, I'm gonna really get into it. Like get her off first, and then, I'll do my thing. And we're getting hot and heavy in the sheets. I was actually shocked when you put forth some effort. Like I don't know what it is, but like putting forth effort, she came in like 2 minutes. That boosted my fucking ego. I was like,
fucking
wow,
works.
what the fuck? Like, it's usually like 10, 15 minutes you got to be going at it before you can even get her to come off. Like, maybe not for you, Cody. Maybe not.
Here's
for you.
what I like though. Here's my thing. I like when like she don't tell you she came. Like she pretends like it didn't happen because it was quick. She was a 2-pump chump. And then you just keep going, and eventually, like she's like shaking, like
Yeah, but I like ladies, like we can tell. Like you got the whole like contraction going on. Like it grabs our dicks. Like when it happens.
Depends on the girl. It depends on the girl. Sometimes you're just like, what the fuck? Why is she getting so wet? Actually, this is a little runoff. But one time, I was in high school, right? And I was banging this chick in the back of my mom's truck in a random parking lot. It was a big truck. I actually bought a truck just like that. Thank you. I actually just bought a truck just like that. A 4-door F-150 XLT extended cab. So much room in the back seat.
Very specific.
And when you're that young, your vehicle is the only place you can really go to be alone.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm banging this chick, right? Mm-hmm. And this all happened in the same night. I'm banging this chick, and we're sitting there, and we see lights pulling to the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, fuck. And, I'm like in her. Like, like,
Yeah.
we're going at it. And then I hear a fucking knock on my window. It's a cop.
Ooh.
Yep.
What'd you
I'm
say?
on top, ass is out and everything. Like,
Did you wait? Did you put like pants back on?
I pulled up my pants, button was undone, fly was down.
I think that's like pants weren't all the way down.
No, they were all the way down.
No,
Put
like
them
not
on.
off though.
No, they were off.
Oh, okay.
We stayed in there for like fucking couple minutes trying to put them all on.
Oh, okay.
So I get them all on. I get out, fly, and everything's still down. She's fully dressed. He ignores me. He goes straight to her. I actually have respect for this cop because he went up to her and he was like, "Hey, is everything okay? Like, do you want to be here and all that?" Like, he's making sure it's consensual.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and like he didn't give us a ticket or anything. He's just like, "All right, you guys gotta go." 'Cause, at that point, that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah. I mean, they could have. Can they get you for public indecency on that?
Yeah, but do you really want to do that to a couple high schoolers?
No.
Going
Well, I mean,
at
he
it?
could have been an asshole and
No,
done
yeah, he
that,
was a good
so
cop.
he's a good cop. Like he was
Yeah.
cool about it.
So we went to a different parking lot. And we go at it again. When you're young, you're like, horny all the time. Like middle school vibes.
Yeah.
Can't get up from class and you got a boner, you know?
Oh, my.
Oh, that was the worst.
Dude.
The good old textbook technique. Put it over.
Oh, you did the textbook? I did the slide up and pull around.
I thought that was too obvious.
You got to go through the pocket, though. You have to, like, go through the pocket. You go through the pocket, you get it, like, wedged up in there, and then you do, like, a quick, like, shirt maneuver, like I'm pulling my shirt down, but you pull up
But then
and slide
you
it.
can still see the bulge and all that. Like, it's too obvious.
No, dude, it's not really that odd.
I don't really have to worry about that anymore. I have techniques to make it go away. But let me finish. This is great.
Just finish it.
So I'm banging this chick, right? And she's getting wet, like really wet. And like, I'm about to nut. And I'm like, no. Like,
Yeah.
So like, high school me was like, okay, I'll just finger her for a bit. I start going at it, the good old middle finger. Thumb's the best though.
What?
Thumb works best. You can get a lot of action with the thumb. Anyways, I pull my hand out and look down. There's just fucking blood all over my hand, like on my wrist,
Ew.
my hand. And at that point, I didn't like eating girls out. So, like, thank God I didn't go down to her, And, yeah, I'm like, I pull my hand out. I'm like, you're bleeding. She's like, oh, no. She was so embarrassed. She was so fucking embarrassed. And, she got a period, And, like, I was like, okay, it happens. I got my Red Wings now. I thought it was kind of cool. And I took her to the gas station. I went in. I bought her some tampons.
Wow, you're such a gentleman.
Now-
you are such a
Now
gentleman.
I know, though, there's multiple kinds of tampons. No clue if I bought her the right one. But she was very grateful for it, and I took her home, and yeah.
Wow, dude. I'm actually, I'll give you a cheers to that for being a really nice guy.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good time.
I don't think I've ever had an experience like that, like with random bleeding. I did one time. Have you ever been like so fucking horned up that like you didn't care? Like she's on her period, whatever. Like
usually
this was my
sex-
first. This was like my
usually
first.
period sex
though.
is better too.
Yeah, no, I'll agree.
Yeah.
Life-changing experience.
Yeah.
But like I was so horned up. Like I was like, all right, we're getting pretty hot and heavy right now. Felt the string. I was like, oh shit. Like I'm not getting laid right now. Like this is gonna suck. I just asked. I was like, I'm gonna pull the like she thought it was actually hot actually. I was like, I'm gonna pull the tampon out and fuck you. And she was like, do it. No balls. Threw it. I pulled it out. I threw it. I was in her parents' house, by the way. Okay. I pulled it out. I threw it against the fucking window of her room. Right. They weren't home. Went at it. Great experience though. Definitely get your Red Wings if you don't have them. It's life changing. But I threw it against her window. Okay. And the next day, her parents came home, and there's just this like splat. Like it was almost like you ever hit a big mosquito? Oh, yeah, it was like a big mosquito, like a really big mosquito. So I had to play because I spent the night. So I was like trying to play it off, like, oh yeah, dude, like your house is like fucked up with bugs or something. Like I don't know what's going on, but like the tampon was right there. It was so obvious. It was so awkward.
They pretend like they didn't know.
They did pretend. I was so grateful for it. Like, if you can't be in those awkward
Yeah.
situations. Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, parents walking in or cop coming up to you though.
I say parents all the way.
I don't know, man.
I say parents.
When you're that young and you have had zero experiences with cops.
Yeah, but can you imagine if you're like that young and like parents come in? Like,
Yeah.
dude, there's a lot of explaining to do right there. Like a lot. Like a cop knows already
Yeah, he
what's
knew.
going
He
on.
knew.
But like, that's her parents.
Yeah.
Like you have to justify, like, even if you never met them before too.
Oh, that's your first time meeting them?
Yeah, like you have to
Oh.
really justify.
Did they know you were spending the night?
No, it was really awkward. Like, it
I know who the girl is, by the way.
Yeah.
They dated for a couple of years, and I recently told him that before they dated, she sent me nudes
Yeah.
in the bathtub. Yeah, it took me about 7 years to tell him. So, too soon's a thing. But yeah, no, I
Wait, are we
finally
talking
told
about
him.
the same person right now?
Does your name start with an L?
Oh yeah, okay, we're talking about the same
we are.
person. Yeah. Okay, I just had to make sure.
Yeah. Anyways, let's tie into the next thing. Sexting.
This is where I gotta learn from you. I got to, because like
I've got some pretty good feedback.
I know.
Proudest moment was when a girl told me I should write a book. And on God, I'm going to write a book one day. Yeah, I've always wanted to. She was like, "You're so good, you should write a book." Yeah. Look, the key is you got to be descriptive. They want the description. They want to know exactly what you want to do to them. And you just got to speak from the heart. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I have trouble with that.
You got to be in the
honest.
mood, though. You got to be in the mood, though.
That's the big move.
And then
but,
you get, like, unlimited nudes. You know?
Yeah, but do you have to send
Like,
a nude
imagine
first?
going... No,
do you send
no,
the nude first?
No, you don't have to send nudes.
Oh, okay.
You just get them. Yeah. Imagine going to a vending machine with, like, every snack and soda you ever wanted, and it's free. You just press a button and it's free. That's how you get the nudes after you fucking do the dirty and sex them a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. See, I just don't know how to approach it. It's
You
all
got-
about the approach.
You gotta be descriptive. You gotta be really descriptive. Read a book. That might help.
It might.
Read a book or two. Look up some writing techniques, and like really, you gotta get into it.
See, I'm more like in the person, like in the moment. Like you got to be face to face.
How do you do it?
Like over the phone or like face to face?
Like texting, Snapchat.
Snapchat. Like if I met her on Tinder,
How would you start?
I basically start with a mirror selfie with my shirt off. Not
Mirror
gonna
selfie
lie.
with the shirt off. Well, you don't. Okay, he has a saying where his story is all of his best friends, even if they're guys or whatever the fuck. He will send them like naked pictures of himself in the morning, every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
100%.
Yeah. I have been blessed enough to not have to Snapchat him because we're roommates, but everyone complains. All of our friends complain about it. They're like, "Fuck, I'm one of his best friends now."
Well, no, it's a streak. If
No
you
one
run a
wants your
streak-
fucking nudes.
You run a streak, dude.
No one wants them. No one wants random nudes.
You guys don't want them.
Do you think girls want random dick pics?
They're not dick pics though? That's the thing.
What are they?
It's literally just shirt off, and then like the mirror. You know how the mirror has the bar right there?
Like our mirrors?
Yeah, our mirrors in the apartment. They have the bar, so like
Yeah.
you can't see below. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, that's all it is.
Okay.
And it's so easy to just send a mass snap in the morning,
Our
like
friends
before
do not
work
want
and
that.
stuff.
Our friends do not want that.
Yeah, well, you
There
guys.
might be one girl in your Snap best friend streak thing that wants it.
Excuse me. I think I like have to hop on now, and like I have to ask.
Do it later.
Yeah.
That would take too long. You have way too many Snapchat streaks.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad. But
I think we've talked enough about fucking sexting.
yeah, we really fucking went overboard on that. But it's like a good topic because like I don't know, he's really good at all that shit. I'm just in there, get it done and leave. So
You can make a girl come by sexting.
I can say I've never done
Surprises
it.
them
Heart
as
to
much
heart,
as it
never done
surprises
it.
you. Yeah.
It's
If
gotta
you
be
do
a
it
good
right,
feeling.
yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
know-
start reading more actually.
You know, I will do it. Fuck. I will do it for you.
Will you?
He's
actually?
asked me, and he's asked me multiple times now. I'll do it for you, man.
You swear?
I'll do it for you, and then a different podcast will tell you how it goes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, where can we go from here? Because we got to get off the whole sex thing. And
I got the perfect thing. Marriage. Let's talk about fucking marriage.
Oh,
We've
this
talked
is a
about
good one,
sex.
actually.
We talked about sexting. What's next? Fucking marriage.
yeah,
Which we both agree on this.
Yeah, no,
point, surprisingly. Guys our age nowadays, guys in their 20s, don't want to get fucking married.
no, not at all.
Yeah, it seems like a fucking death trap.
I think it is 100%.
Yeah, you're trapped.
Hookup culture ruined the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I this is gonna sound very like bad, but like you can't trust anyone nowadays. You got so much social media going on. You got so much communication. Like
Social media really fucks it up.
oh, it screwed the whole thing up. So it's like, who wants to put their time in nowadays? Especially because you and me both know, like, it's easy to just hop on Tinder or something and then just get a hookup. Or you can text someone that you, like, know and just get a hookup.
Yeah.
I think it's
to the point where I don't even want to do that because it's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you can pursue a relationship if you have a connection, but let's say you pursue it and you're getting like in constant fights with that person.
Yeah.
Like, what's the percentage of fucking divorce rates? Like 60%.
I'm gonna hit you with
shit?
some fire statistics here. 100% of divorces start with marriage.
Okay, Mr. Landry. That was our old carpentry teacher.
He started us when we were young with never getting married, dating the same woman for like, I don't know, 15 years now. Is it 15? Yeah, I think it's been 15 years now.
Yeah.
15 years dating the same woman. I mean, at that point, no, don't even still get married because you still get screwed in the end.
He has kids with her. Yeah, like look, the girl gets away with everything in the divorce.
Yeah.
She gets, if you have kids, she gets all the kids. She gets half your pay.
Yeah.
Fucking everything.
Yeah, no, it's a total bias.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The court is surrounded to fucking go after the woman. Yeah.
There's never a win. I mean, listen, you could find the love of your life
And stay with her forever.
do that, but like you got to think about this too. Well, were you the one telling me back in like the 1900s where the whole propaganda with the jewelry stores and stuff like that?
I was.
Yeah, touch base on that because that really just blew my mind.
All right, so you know that big fat wedding ring that you're supposed to get when you're married? That I don't know the exact time frame. I believe it was around the 1900s. That wasn't a thing. That was propaganda fucking provisioned to you by the fucking jewelry stores. They advertised that you need to get this big fat diamond ring for your fucking wife or your fiance or whatever the fuck in order to get married. And they just did such a good job. It caught on. Now everyone needs a ring for marriage. You know?
Yeah, no, and I think that was just total horseshit.
And I will say that the whole gift giving thing before that was a thing. Like you get a necklace, or if you want to go real back, the wife's family would be required to give you stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in farm time, I owned a farm. Never heard about that?
No, never heard about it.
Let me give you this herd of goats or cows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
I forgot the word for it. There's a word for it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, they were supposed to do that.
They did an Office. The Office did an episode with Dwight on that.
Yeah,
He was doing the trade for. Okay, yeah, it's all making sense now for me. Yeah, all making sense. But honestly, dude, like, why doesn't the girl propose? Seriously,
They do that. Yeah, not now.
I don't see it a lot.
It's 2021. It does happen more than you think. Most girls want the old-fashioned thing, though.
Yeah, I know, but
they
like,
want the old-fashioned.
I just don't see it. I can never see myself fully committing to being married, like unless like it's got to be the one. But like that's like I got to live with you for 10 years to know who you are.
Yeah.
And then even after the marriage, though, like it changes everything. Like it just automatically changes for some reason.
I will say, I mean, your parents aren't together anymore.
No.
Right? Yeah. I will say, I found out this recently. My parents met in California while my dad was in the Marine Corps. 9 months. She moved back to Connecticut with him. Fucking spent like, I don't know, 30, 40 years, and they're still married happily.
Yeah, but that was back then.
Love on first sight could still be a thing. But it's all
chemical, man.
yeah.
It's got to be all chemical.
Different chemicals going to your brain, dopamine, all that bullshit. Yeah.
Plus, but it's way too easy nowadays too. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like back then, there was like a lot of romance going on. There's nothing nowadays. I mean, you get the few people that are like very romantic, but they don't win. Never win.
Yeah. No, I'm going to start tying this into something else. When I was in Australia, right? When I was deployed, I was in the Marine Corps, and when I was deployed to Australia, I had a bunch of my junior Marines fall in love with the Australian girls, and I know one of them is engaged to her.
Really?
Yeah, and I know another one who is actually a really good friend of mine. His name is Guile, and what happened was he met this beautiful girl. He dated her through all the 6 months of Australia, and one thing you have to realize about Australia is, I think it's illegal. It's less frowned upon than it is here, and they definitely have massage parlors where you get the soapies under the happy endings. Yeah, and that's exactly what the girl did. Yeah, she actually came to the States to see him too afterwards.
Really?
Yeah, well
then
she told him
she's coming.
that she was the receptionist.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like they trick you out there. They gotta
Yeah, I don't think she was the receptionist though. I'm pretty sure she was one in the back giving all the HJs, the hand jobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're aggressive. The Australian girls are aggressive. I got kidnapped by a stripper.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got fucking kidnapped
How?
once. So we had like a 3-day weekend. We call them 72s, and we got an Airbnb. Yeah, like we had to do all this paperwork and bullshit. We got an Airbnb, and we were going out to the clubs and shit at nighttime. We're fucking drunk. We're swimming pool all day, playing Marco Polo. Just got fucking hammered. And by the time we finally went out to the bars and clubs and shit, I was like, I perpetually sound drunk. So drunk me, you can't understand me. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to get in here. I need some food. I need to chill, and we'll try later. Anyways, I go to like this little convenience store. This like gas station with like tables and like pizza. It was weird. And I'm sitting there. I'm smashing this pizza. Like best pizza of my life. And like I'm sitting there drunk off my fucking ass, and this beautiful girl comes up to me, and I'm like, oh, why are you talking to me? And she's like, she's talking to me, and she's like, she starts a conversation. Things are going well. She's like, hey, do you want to come back with me? And my drunk ass was like, yeah. Yeah, let's
best night of my life. Like, wow.
Yeah. And she starts taking me down all these streets I don't know, all these back roads and shit. And like I'm like, okay, this is getting sketchy, but there's a chance of getting some pussy. So I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, like if I get jumped, I get jumped. Anyways, so we get there. She takes a sharp left, and we go inside this building, and she puts us at a table, and it's like a little corner booth, and she's like, all right, I'm about to go get changed. And I was like, oh, no. I look around, there's stripper poles everywhere. I'm in a corner booth. I'm like, fuck. I texted my boys. I was like, guys, come find me. I got kidnapped. I have no clue where I am. Come save me.
Did she give you a lap dance then?
No.
No lap dance?
No. As soon as I found out it was a strip club, I was very disappointed. And I did not want to pay any money because I already made that mistake once there already.
Yeah, you really did, yeah.
She told me I'd get a discount. No discount. She wasn't even that cute. Anyways.
You just said she was hot.
No, the different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, well, she comes back, and my boys got back at the same time and got me the fuck out of there. Still appreciate that.
True homies.
Yep, they really were. Yeah. They're all living out in like Cali and Texas now. Yeah.
Honestly, so do you know when we went to Ireland, right? Mm-hmm. This kind of brings it back. Our good buddy, so we went to Ireland. It kind of wraps into the whole stolen thing because we were so confused what was going on. My buddy and actually a couple of us, we go to Ireland for 10 days, right? And we're staying in Dublin, and of course we're all on Tinder. We're like, all right, let's bust out the Tinder. Let's see who can
Is it big in Ireland? Did you run out with swipes?
All I gotta say is the Guinness goes right to the ass, but like,
ooh, okay, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. You're just swiping, you're going for it. But they're not. I don't know if they're a fan of like Americans or like. I mean, they're like very nice people, but like, I could also just be a douchebag going about it. And maybe culturally it's a little different.
Yeah, look how you're dressed.
That's true. I'm wearing short shorts right now. Very sexy.
I was talking about the hat, but okay.
Anyways, so Jared, right?
Okay.
He gets a match, starts talking to her.
Okay.
Within a span of like 5 hours, they go to this place called Dicey's. If you've ever been to Ireland, don't go to Dicey's. Like, it's just...
Now I want to go to Dicey's.
Dude, I just don't go to Dicey's. There was this... It just filled with a whole bunch of sweaty French people, and it was just...
Girls
really,
or guys?
Majority dudes. Majority
Okay.
dudes.
Yep.
Like, it was weird. It was really weird. And, anyways, so me and Mike go there, right? Because we met, like, with a group of people that we just kind of found on the street the night before, and they're like, oh, let's go here. We bump into Jared with his little Tinder date, okay? And I'm not going to lie, she's throwing out some sketchy vibes to me. Like, she didn't look Irish at all, but, like, she had red hair, and she, like, was whatever.
She looked like Jared.
She looked like Jared, but, like...
We're related.
No. You'll see where the story's going with this.
My cousin, uncle.
So, anyways, we're leaving Dicey's. Jared apparently left.
Yeah.
We go back to the place. It's like 5 a.m. I probably wake up around 10. I'm like, where the hell's Jared? Like, I expect him to be back now. Like, he wasn't there when we left. Like, where the fuck is he?
Yeah.
Like, concerned. Like, we're in a country that we don't know.
You're nervous.
Like,
Yeah, I get that.
where did he go? I'm like, I probably get robbed from her or something like that. Like, just thinking about it. I'm calling him so much. I'm like, where the hell are you and all this? I rent a bike, okay? I
heard about
which
this.
I rented that bike for 1 year not knowing it because this dude behind me was like pressuring me. He was like, dude, do you know what you're doing? I'm like, yeah, I totally know what I'm doing. Rented the bike for a year, okay? Didn't know it. I was like, I ended up going, when I got home, I was like, why the fuck did I get a fucking $450 charge for...
That's a cheap bike for a whole year, though.
Yeah, but they're all over the place. I was like, shit, I rented this thing for a year. Honestly, the year's up, but like I should have went back just for the bike. Anyway, so I rent a bike, right? I'm going to look for Jared now. I'm like, all right, figuring out where he is. He's got to be walking the streets maybe, like go down to Dicey's. I'm traveling all over the place.
Yeah.
Because his last known location was like kind of by the Guinness factory. So I'm like, now I'm over there. And I ended up getting lost. Got made fun of by high school kids because I was in like this weird part of town. I was so self-conscious after that. I was lost. I'm just cruising around on this bicycle. I end up finding Jared walking the streets by the Guinness factory.
No, of course.
Yeah,
This guy
by the
loves
Guinness factory. It was probably like 2 at this point. Okay. I'm like, dude, where the fuck have you been? He's like, man, did I have the time of my life. I was like, oh, dude, nice. Like, you got laid. I was like, yeah, but man, it was the weirdest situation ever. Apparently, she lived in like this like apartment with like 3 other people.
That's called a halfway house.
I don't know. What was it? He was watching it. He was like, yeah, we like watched Golden Girls on her iPhone. And then went at it, but honestly was very concerned about his safety. She ended up being Brazilian, not Irish.
That's
right?
even better.
No, she ran away from Brazil.
Huh.
Escaped to Ireland. Her visa was up. She thought Jared was Irish. Okay. Jared didn't pull out.
Ooh, Jared got a kid running around. A mini Jared.
Mini Jared in Ireland.
But actually, so you said you fell asleep at 5 and woke up at 10?
Yeah.
Were you in a bed?
Yes, I was in a bed.
You were in a bed.
I was in a bed.
One of the rare times. Let's bring up sleeping arrangements, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. Most frustrating thing of my life. This is why I enjoy sleeping in a fucking bed, my own bed, by myself.
Yeah.
Every time you go out to a party, right, even if you're best friends with the guy, you're going to get the shittiest sleeping arrangements unless you bring a fucking air mattress or something, which we should start doing. You know,
Yeah,
we should definitely start bringing air
honestly
mattresses. Yeah, no, every time we go out and have a party, fucking sleeping arrangements are fucking terrible, right? You're sleeping and you're either on the ground, on a fucking armchair that doesn't lean back, or just some bullshit, you know? Even if it's your best friend's fucking party.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think that's what gets me the most aggravated.
Yeah.
Like because me and Cody are good friends, and like every time we go out, we get the fucking shittiest thing. The shittiest sleeping arrangements, and we know everyone.
I will tell you the time I made myself the shittiest sleeping arrangements. This is all right. This might be a little long. Yuma, Arizona. That's a Marine Corps base area. We're on a field op. Okay, it's probably my second or third field op, and Yuma, Arizona is hot. It's like in the summer, it's a desert. It's like 125, 130 degrees out every day. And I went there and I was like, you know, I want to be comfy. I want to sleep well. I'm driving in my truck. I was a driver in artillery. And I brought a hammock with me, right? And I was just like a little, I was a PFC, which is the second rank up. Private first class. I was about to be a Lance. And so I was like the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
And so I got fire watch. Fire watch is when you have to go around and guard the base to make sure enemy insurgents, wherever the fuck, don't come in. You have to, like, you know, walk around with a red light on your head and keep an eye out. They just keep it up, so, you know, in case you actually go into combat.
Yep.
Anyways, first fucking night I'm on fire watch at Balls, which is 0000 12 at night, I guess you say.
Yeah. Why did you go like 000? Like,
Oh, that's
12.
military time. Yeah, we call it balls.
Oh, okay.
Because no one wants to be up. Anyways, 2-hour shifts. And I set up my hammock and all that before, and I go and lay down. I set up in between two different trucks, a Humvee and a 7-ton. So, like, imagine like a little Jeep kind of thing and a semi-truck. I tied it in between them. I lay down my hammock. I fall asleep for like 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, boom, oh, fuck. I slam my head into the ground. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know?
Yeah.
And like, I get out of my fucking hammock, roll out. I set it back up. I close my eyes. And they call me for fucking fire watch. Like, this fucking sucks. Now I walk around for 2 hours with, you know, the fucking M16 doing my shit. And I get back. I'm like, you know, I'm ready to fucking sleep. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to sleep. I go, I get in my hammock. As soon as I get in, same fucking side falls. Same side. I've slammed my fucking head again. Fuck. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to sleep in the fucking sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sleep in the sand. Next day comes. I'm like, okay, I do not want to fall again. So I'm going to set this up really low to the ground. I was driving the Humvee.
Yeah.
So I set it up underneath the Humvee. These things have like 12 inches of clearance. So there was no way I could fall. It was a door and like the hood. So I was like in between like the tire and the hood, just laying there, fucking sleeping. Did not have fire watch at night. But right before I went to bed, I was like, you know, I sure hope I don't sit up. You know, like that'd be really shitty if I just sat straight up. I don't usually do that, but that'd be really shitty. Anyways, lo and behold, I fucking sit straight up in the middle of the night. I slam my head on the underneath of a fucking Humvee. It was an M1165. And I just slam it. I grab my head. I'm fucking bleeding. My eyebrows split. I took the back of the hammock. I flipped it around front so my head was still propped up. And I just said, fuck it. I'm sleeping the rest of the night. I wake up the next day. I'm like, oh, what the fuck happened? You know? Fucking blood everywhere. Just shitty
dude, that
fucking
fucking
times.
sucks. I don't know how you did all that. Like, I could never do it, to be honest.
I have some good memories. Anyways, after that, I slept on the canvas of the Humvee.
Yeah.
It's right on top. Great sleeps. Of course, for some reason, middle of the summer desert, like it just fucking once in a lifetime thing. It just decides to rain on 3 of the fucking nights we're there out of the month.
Damn, dude, you really got it hard that night.
Yeah, like, you know, like the first time I was like, I'm sleeping in a puddle, basically. Like, you know, fuck this. I'm just doing it. I was, nope. I got in my cab, and the cabs, you have to sit like this to sleep. Like, straight up.
Is there like a trunk you could go into, though? Like, was that a possibility?
We were the chow truck. Chow has a T-rat in the back, which is how you cook the food. It's just boiling water for your eggs, your powdered eggs in the morning.
Damn.
Yep. They're
sucks.
solid eggs.
Was that your shittiest sleeping arrangement ever? Like, just ever?
No. But I'm not done with the story. So, end of the field op, right?
Yep.
We're driving back. We're finally fucking done. We're leaving, right? I'm in my truck. We're going on these all off-roads. Takes about 2 hours to get out of the fucking field, out of the desert. And I'm driving, trying to keep up. There's fucking sand, like, you can't see out of the fucking front, right? Mm-hmm. And there was this rock that was, like, half buried in the road.
Yeah.
And I hit the rock, apparently. And what happened was, I'm driving with my A-driver in the seat, and I look out my side window after this big-ass bump, and I see a fucking tire, like, rolling by me. I'm like, what? Why is there a fucking tire rolling by? And then I hear the sound. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I pull the truck to the side. I get out. And I run after the fucking tire. I bring it back. I get the truck jacked up. I put the tire up. All the studs are broken.
Oh my god. How'd you get back?
Every single one. The truck had to get towed, and I had to go on a fucking bus.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, with all the non-drivers. Yeah. It took 4 hours longer.
Holy shit.
It was fucking terrible.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could do any of that. Like, I would just be... I'm a very, I don't know, light sleeper and, like, light with anything like that. What... Actually, this is a good question. Little spoon or big spoon?
Honestly, if I'm put on the spot... Little spoon.
Little spoon all the way. Little spoon all the way. There is nothing better. If you're big spoon, dude, arms numb.
Yep.
You're like, all right.
Hair in the mouth.
Hair in the mouth. You're not sleeping.
Yeah.
You are not sleeping. That's why I would never like just want someone to sleep over. I'm like, just like, no, please don't.
Yeah.
We were on Chris's boat one time, right? We had a little party on the water, little raft up. You know how, like, right up on the deck, there's that, like, bench? There's this bench. It's probably a foot wide, like, no less. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went up there. I was like, wow, all right, I'm going to sleep right here. This is going to be great. This girl comes up, and she's like, no, I'm going to sleep, like, next to you. I'm like, there's a bench over there. Like we're on a 1 foot bench right now. Like, calm down. She got on the bench with me, man, and it was a leather like bench, okay?
Yeah.
So my skin's all sticking to the bench. Of course, I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna get into the I'm sweating, like it's hot. I get a little spoon in position, my arms going numb, we got the hair in the face. At 2 a.m., I had it, man. I pushed her off, and then I fake slept. Right after, I was just like... She went to the other bench, though, so it all played out in play.
All right, here's the funny part about that, though. I don't even know if you remember this, but me and you were up on that bench, the same fucking bench. It was a yacht. Like, it's a big-ass boat. It's 2 decks, 3 bedrooms, 2 decks, kitchen, bathroom. We were up on that bench. We were just talking, fucking drunk talks. And, we fucking, like... Hold up, shot.
Oh.
You get the strong one?
Oh, no.
I get the weak one.
This is not going to go down well. Fuck it. Here
Cheers.
we go. Send it.
Okay. Whew. So we're up on that fucking bench, right? And eventually it gets to the point where, like, we both just, like, fucking die. Like, we're fucking asleep. Yeah. And I fucking lay down. I think we were feet to feet. Like,
Which night was this?
I don't remember. I was also very drunk, but I remember. And it was getting, like, we were fucking hot as shit. Like, it's glass all around us. There's no airflow. You're just fucking dying up there. And, like, that's exactly what happened to you when you kicked her off. And I did the same thing to you. I kicked you off the bench.
Oh, shit. I do remember this. I was pissed, too. I was so fucking mad at you.
Oh, it's so hot.
Dude, it was... terrible time. Terrible time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He slept on the floor though. He can go up to the other
We're
bench.
always getting the fucking shitty sleeping arrangements. I fucking
Shitty
hate it.
sleeping arrangements.
Shitty sleeping arrangements.
Hook yourself up. Buy a fucking air mattress
Yeah.
from Walmart. Twin size.
$10.
$8.
Is it 8?
Yeah, Australia it is at least.
$10 here.
I bought one for my last field op in Australia. Yeah,
Probably
fucking power move.
Best decision you ever made.
Yep. And I was on like I was like a corporal, and I was on like the highest ranking officer's truck. And each night I blow it up, and you just hear me going like, it took 168 blows, and you hear me going. For a good 10 minutes, trying not to like get dizzy and pass out. It, like eventually got to the point where it's like, no, you can't blow up your air mattress.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And the 7 tons are compressed by air, and you have to drain them. So I'd go up to like one of my like little junior Marines trucks.
Yeah.
I'd take his fucking air, and I'd blow up my fucking air mattress at nighttime.
Power move.
Yep, until you're on the company mattress with all the body heat, and you wake up and there's a bunch of fucking bugs underneath you.
Could never do that.
Dude, we were all waking up with like weird spider bites and shit.
That's gross.
Yeah,
That's
no,
just
it was.
gross.
It was fucking disgusting. Just fucking. I used to have a bunch of scars on my arms from it, but yeah, you just wake up with like these fucking like pus-filled spider bites on you. Yeah. You ever been night crawling?
No, I haven't.
Night crawling is when you're going for worms, like really big worms at night to go fishing. You have a light on your head, and the ground has to be like moist, and you have to be in like nice grass. And you just look for these worms. They all come up at nighttime. You just pick them out, and you go trout fishing, bass fishing, cat fishing, maybe. Well, whatever the fuck you want to do, and you catch them all. We did that with spiders. Yep. We had lights for fire watch. And we'd go out at nighttime, me and my boys, we go out, and you just look around, and you see hundreds of these like little white flashes on the ground. They were spiders.
Ugh,
Yep.
dude, I don't fuck with spiders.
Hundreds.
I don't fuck with spiders
Like
at
you
all.
look around, and you just, but that wasn't even the worst spider experience, because those were small spiders. Yeah. Camp Pendleton, California, you'd find holes in the ground. Holes.
Like how big? We talking like that?
Talking about that big. Right about like that. I'm not flipping you off, I am. No. Yeah, so about that big. And at nighttime, tarantulas would come out of them. Yeah.
Dude, could not do that.
I was
honestly
blessed enough
couldn't.
for a cab, and I was sleeping off the ground
Yeah.
because of that. I was sleeping in the cab of my truck. But all those fuckers that had to sleep on the ground,
Yeah.
they had fucking tarantulas crawling around them at nighttime.
Dude.
We caught a couple, kept them as pets. I'm not going to say this, but I'm going to say it. Tarantula fights are kind of cool.
Oh.
But actually, let's get back to Australia. So there's 2 seasons in Australia. There's a wet season and a dry season where we were. Darwin. Yeah, Darwin, like the fucking scientist. During wet season, it's all
He was a
flooded.
philosopher.
Scientist, philosopher, whatever the fuck. During the wet season, it's all flooded, right? Everywhere you go is fucking flooded. It's constantly raining just about every day. And all like the sea life and everything comes up on shore, right?
Yeah.
So the crabs have adapted there to hibernate during the dry season. The whole like fucking 4 or 6 months of dry season.
Yeah.
And they go on the ground. But the thing is, when you're driving a convoy, like 50 trucks over them, they start coming out. Right?
Yeah.
And then they feel your body heat. And once again, I was blessed enough to have my air mattress, so they didn't fuck with me, besides the spiders and crickets. But the Marines sleeping on the ground in their sleeping bags, they'd wake up in the middle of the night to a fucking bunch of crabs in their sleeping bags. Just
Ew,
fucking
dude.
biting at them. Actually, I found one of those crabs during like a fucking fire mission when I was helping a Marine change a 7-ton tire. 7-ton tires are about this tall. They weigh about 100 pounds, and they're kind of hard to change in sand. A couple of little fucking jacks about this big. You just stack the jacks up on top of each other and shit. Anyways, I found one while we were changing it, one of my junior Marines, and I gave it to him. I was like, all right, this is your pet now. You're gonna take care of this. You're gonna feed it and water it, and I better see you with it at the end of this field up. It died 20 minutes later.
Didn't you have a pet parrot in Australia too?
Yep, Jerry. Yeah, we all had a pet parrot. Yeah, we had these houses. There are so many birds in Australia. So many. They're usually annoying as fuck, even the parrots. I hate parrots now. Yep, Jerry the parrot, right? He'd fly up to our little porch we had. We were on the top deck. 32 people to a floor in like a normal size house. 8 people to a bathroom. Fucking sucked.
Seems pretty reasonable for the military.
No, it sucked. Anyways, we'd feed him, right? And he just kept coming back. He'd bring his friends.
Yeah.
We got him like climb on our shoulders and shit. And he was shitting on our deck. And I was in charge of cleaning it every
Jerry
Thursday.
out.
Field day. So I was like, fuck Jerry. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
Jerry's got to go. So lo and behold, Jerry starts bringing friends. So whenever I saw him on the deck, I'd like go open the door and start throwing shit at him. I started go away, and start throwing shit. And they are fucking ballsy. Parrots have balls. Yeah, like,
Really?
Not
Did he talk?
really. They don't have massive balls, but they do.
No,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. And he squawk at me. He starts squawking. I'll be like, I'd yell back. Yeah, fuck you, Jerry, wherever you are.
Jerry's in Australia. Shout out to Jerry for making Cody's life hell. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
All right, that's the Tipsy Show. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit buzzed right now, so towards the end we got a little fucked up. But we'll see you later. The legs aren't working, and fuck Jerry, apparently.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.